Hello, I'm Chris Jenkins with Charlotte Vibe, and recently I've been talking a lot about injuries, and not just like the actual injury that takes place, but how players specifically deal with it mentally as they recover from injuries. Is this something that's just as hard, if not harder to deal with than the actual injury itself, repairing it? So today I went to the locker room, asked several players just about the mental aspects of that. Now with these videos play, you will see a frozen frame of that player because I'm not allowed to actually show the actual full video. So the way we're going to make it work, you're going to see the player being frozen, but you will hear his comment, and then you'll see me back at the end.
In the pros, you get replaced like that. So, I mean, of course, there's going to be a mental side of it because you don't want to lose your job. You don't want to lose any of your edge or, like, any of your, I guess, like you want to be 100% at competition all the time. And when you get injured, it's like it's kind of a fall off, but you don't want that because of job security, I guess. So, I mean, that's all I could, like, picture or think of when I think you being injured at a pro level or like any other guy that's had an opportunity and it was kind of declined by an injury. So, I mean, like when someone said, oh, I was in the pros, but I got hurt. And, I mean, when you're hurt, you can't perform at that high level. So then in your mind, you're like, oh, man, like, it's kind of not the same as when you're 100%.
I think it's so overlooked, the mental aspects of football. Injuries really just take a toll mentally, more than physically, because your body's going to bounce back and be healthy. Your body's going to heal. It's just like trusting the process, trusting that you can do the things you could do before again. It takes a strong guy to go through injury, and football is 100% guaranteed injury sport, so it's just it's tough. But just having good teammates, having good guys around you is a key part to have injuries because they keep you up, keep you optimistic, keep you motivated. So,
with your injury, I know some guys talk about sometimes they need to get hit first, get hit a few times. Is that something that you agree with when you get hurt, that you want to have some more contact to get that assurance that your body's okay? Or
your body. I don't think you can tell me. I don't think you can tell. You should be able to tell if you need to come out right now, if you test it out. We're all adults. We know what our body can do. We've seen our body do it at a highest level. So if something's not feeling right, the training staff really good about, just make sure you let them know so they can help you out and get past it.
have you ever seen a guy that seemed like he was dealing more with the mental part of a recovery from an injury than the physical part in your career, whether it's at any level?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of high school. High school and college, college, you trying to get to this level, so just getting hurt, you think all your dreams are coming to an end. Just staying motivated and stay passionate about what you got to do and what you do, and you'll get through it and make it easier.
It's super frustrating. It's always uncertainty of whether you're gonna come back the same player, depending on how serious your injury is. I mean, I battled through a couple of injuries. So, I mean, and each one just wear at you just a little bit more and more and more, especially when it's consecutive big injury after the next. So it kind of wears down on you mentally. But
so where do you find the motivation, confidence, whatever you want to call it, to overcome that, maybe that depression or that low and like, man, I can't do what I want to do?
many different things. You go back to your reason for playing this game. You got to go back to where you came from. Really your why. Why you do what you do every day. Why you wake up in the morning every day. Who you doing this for? Exactly. Everybody motivation, everybody why is different. But when you get back in connection with your why and think past the injuries, that'll help you overcome many of your struggles.
You feel like it's just as much as a physical part as a mental part in recovery?
It's more mental, just especially when you get back on the field, not tiptoeing or worrying about the injury, whether about if it's going to tear again or whether it's going to strain again. Just going back out there and feeling comfortable and just running.
So you're able to hear directly from the players about the mental challenges of recovering from injuries. So that's something I love to do. We all have these questions, and I love to just go straight to the horse's mouth, aka the players, let you all hear what they have to say so you can form your own opinions. I hope you enjoyed it. Press the like button, hit subscribe, hit the bell notifications, tell a friend about me, and hey, if you have a question for me, leave it in the comments below. I'd love to get it answered for you. Chris Jenkins at Bank of America Stadium.